Well, Phantom Rage has finally been released like a week ago by now, and Prank Kids finally have the new Link monster, and so we have Javon back again on the channel to do like we have a deck profile as well, but for now we're really doing the Dinosaur versus Prank Kids matchups. Say hi to everyone, Javon.
Hey, boys and girls, I don't discriminate.
Okay then. Well, anyway, we got back from locals last night. I ended up actually with my first time playing Archosaur in the deck. I went 2-3, unfortunately, and then he went 3-1-1 because he drew against PK Fire.
Yeah, I lost to the Dark Rebellion rank 5 that gains a lot of attack. And then game 1 lasted like 40 minutes. Game 2, I just dropped C's and drew the game. And then I lost to Virtual Worlds.
Okay, so.
Anyways, I start with the drop C's, go into the Meow Meow, and then activate Pandemonium using the Meow Meow and the Lampsies. And I'm thinking, and I'm going to go into a Roxy's here. I'm going to activate Lampsies effect to burn for 500. And I'm pretty sure I go into a Fancies here.
I think so too. Yeah, I wish the lighting wasn't so bad. I tried my best, guys, but like you can't really see my graveyard very well until I switch it halfway through the video. But that wasn't Ash Blossom right there. I ashed the Dropsies, but he had the follow-up play.
Yeah, I go to the Fancies.
So, what do you think Prank Kids are going to do in this meta right now?
I think they're pretty good. The only downside is if you hit the first Prank Kid going to the Meow Meow, you lose the normal summon. Well, like if you hit it with an Ash, if I don't have a follow-up play, it's pretty hard to, actually go off. So I feel like they could be a good tier 2. Maybe if the meta changes a bit, they could be tier 1, but I don't know yet. But I'm having fun playing them.
So here we see the Doodle-Doo. I'll probably have it up on the screen somewhere in the picture. But he's going to get the search for, what did you search? Pandemonium?
I'm pretty sure I had one hand. I think I send the Pandemonium from the Fansies. It's either Pandemonium or Pranks, which I'll have to see. I send the Pranks here. And then I add a Pandemonium, I think, actually.
Yeah, special to Roxy's. And yeah, Pandemonium. Might be hard to see because this is also an older camera, so the noise on it is pretty bad. So the Pandemonium in hand, you got a Lampsies, a Roxy's, and a Dodo on the field. If I am correct, you end up tributing Dodo, setting some stuff, and passing.
I think I attributed it, added back the Pranks, and going to a Bow Wow. It's either after or before I tribute. Yeah, I guess I go into it right now.
Yeah, the Bow Wow under the Dodo. Yeah, because I remember that.
So I don't have to, so the extra Monster Zone open.
Yeah, and then Roxy's goes off. This is a game where you banish the plan from hand.
Yeah, my hand was a little tight, so I really had nothing else to banish, not gonna lie. Because I had the Pandemonium in hand, and I think I had like an Ash or something. Or no, it wasn't an Ash, it was like a... Can't remember right now, but it was pretty important.
Might have been an Imperm or something. Then again, I think you would have hit the Imperm, honestly, though, if it was Imperm or plan.
Yeah. It was something that I really needed at the time. That I didn't really want to get rid of, so right now I'm thinking about what I'm going to do at this point.
Let's see, some of the Dropsies, don't you? And then you change your mind and go into Fansies?
Nice. Keep the Dropsies here. Because I have a Fansies and a Lampsies, I'm going to tribute the Dodo to get back the Pranks and I think another Pandemonium.
Remember what she drew off the Roxy's there?
It was a hand trap. I think it was an Ash or something like that. We'll see it later though. Yeah, the Pranks. Yeah, and the Pandemonium. So I had 2 Pandemoniums at this point.
for both a Battle Butler and a Weather Washer play.
Yeah.
I remember when you activated the second one, I was genuinely surprised. And you, like, set 3, I think?
I set 4. Oh no, I activate the pranks. That's why I had 4 spells and traps. And then
Okay,
it's
I
his
finally
turn.
get to do my turn. Standby tribute the Bow Wow. I know it was add back Battle Butler materials, yeah. Pansies and Lampsies.
Because I have the dropsies on field already.
So I start off by activating Extravagance. Shuffling my extra deck is always weird. I'll never get used to Extravagance. At least I was able to get it this time compared to back when dinosaurs used Extravagance a long time ago. So yeah, banishing 2 on the top, 2 in the middle, 2 on the bottom. I usually just do 3 and 3. But you know, he has to be extra.
And in a little bit, don't bash me. Yeah, right here. Don't bash me here. I think I was focusing. I was looking at the camera, and then I wanted to change to the extravagance.
Yeah, he actually flipped the imperm.
I had to wait for the cost. So I think I was looking at the camera while he was doing the cost or something, and then I actually flipped the wrong one.
Everybody makes mistakes.
So I go into the Battle Butler, chaining to his extravagance. And then in a new chain.
Yeah, I ended up drawing into like Giant Rex and Fossil Dig, so it wasn't like the best draw, but like Fossil Dig helped.
Yeah, so I chain 1, Fansies, chain 2, Lampsies, chain 3, Dropsies.
Yeah, and I had no way of stopping him, and if I did, I probably would have saved it for some other thing. I forgot to send the Pandemonium there. So out comes, I know, Roxy's and then 2 of the original guys.
It was a Fansies and a Lampsies.
I was gonna say, I think a Lampsies, because Dropsies is like the most important to keep for later because of Toad. And I think I found a way to open like full combo here, but I ended up getting Battle Butlered, so it's kind of stopped it. I don't recall exactly. I know I had the Fossil Dig, so I could search like anything. Yeah, I think the Fossil Dig's what I did like right after.
Pretty sure in hand right now I have a field spell and a Nibiru.
Oh yeah, I know you had Nibiru in the hand.
No, I only had Nibiru in hand. I didn't have a field spell.
Yeah.
He Fossil Digs here, and I'm just thinking right now what I want to do.
Which, like, there really wasn't much you could do unless you wanted to chain the Pandemonium to
Yeah,
it.
so I was thinking. Gets the Oviraptor.
Of course. Activate Lost World, if you guys can't tell. That's the only field spell I actually run.
Thinking if I want to chain to that Pandemonium.
I think you do.
No, I wait till you, I wait till I have a token on field, I think.
Oh, I remember. I think I have a Pankratops in the hand in this one.
No,
yeah.
I chained it to the Nibiru.
Ah, yeah, because it went, that and Nibiru. Yeah.
We'll just let it play out.
Yeah, I know I had Pankratops in hand, and I wanted to get rid of the back row, and that's the Pankratops right there. And then Lost World to give a token. And I couldn't get rid of the monsters because Bow Wow protects the Prank Kids monsters from card effects that turn.
Being destroyed by card effects, yeah.
And so I wanted to get rid of the pranks so we had less recursion.
So I'm thinking if I want to activate this Pandemonium right now. But I just let him go.
Yeah, then that set Imperm became dead at this point because of the token. That's why I summoned it. Yeah, I had like 2 Fossil Digs in hand. One at the front of my hand, one at the back of my hand that I dropped the Extravagance. So I had the baby and the Overraptor. As I say, what happened to Lost World? But yeah, you're reading it. I remember, I had full Lost World baby combo. But the Battle Butler stopped me about halfway through, or yeah, it was the Battle Butler that stopped me. Because the Nibiru didn't do anything because I used Misk. So there's the Overraptor. I said chain 1, chain 2, but then I forgot that Lost World already resolved for the token. So I'm only using the Overraptor. And I'm pretty sure you were thinking of using Imperm, but then you had the token.
Yeah.
Because Imperm right now would actually really hurt.
Go side, Savannah. Come on, Red Red. You guys want to go side? Come on, baby.
And so, let's see. What was I saying at the time?
About the... Oh yeah, you have the Misk at this point.
Okay, yeah, I was still searching. So yeah, I searched the Misk, and I actually didn't activate the Misk yet. Because remember I had the Pankratops engrave, and so I just used Overraptor target token since I already had the target engrave. Because I didn't want to Misk and then chain Battle Butler. I was trying to save it for the Battle Butler, but then I forgot Battle Butler is not once per turn.
I'm rereading it, just making sure
Yeah.
on a card text.
Destroying the baby in deck. Yeah, this is when I start trying to adjust my graveyard so it's a bit easier to see. So there goes the baby. Baby's going to activate. Yeah, he tried moving his graveyard, but then it ended up causing a lot of confusion. There's the Animadorned Archosaur. Finally, the card that I had been waiting for so long. Destroying the baby that's already in my hand that I searched off the Fossil Dig. And then searching the pill. Animadorned Archosaur is a ridiculous card, by the way. Because it can actually be used in other decks, too. That's the funny thing. There was a Dino Mermail list going around online for a little bit because it can search Diva by destroying baby.
Wow.
Like, I think so, yeah. Yeah, because they're the same level. And I thought that was, like, really funny.
So this is the point. At this point, I use the Battle Butler to destroy all his monsters, banishing the Meow Meow for cost.
Yeah, and then I pitched the Misk, but then he chained Battle Butler again. So I lost my Link Karibo Secure Gardena and extra rank 4 play, my Dweller. But at that point it didn't really matter. Because I ended up... What did I end up doing? I know it didn't matter. Oh, yeah, I pushed his plan out of the way for his banish zone because he ended up moving it anyway. Yeah, okay, yeah, because I had an Ash engrave, so the not having the Link Karibo in there didn't matter because I had the Ash. But if I didn't have a non-Dino target, I probably would have been screwed.
Yeah. This is when I Pandemonium and go into a Weather Washer here.
Yeah, and then Nibiru as well.
The reason I didn't use the Roxys is because I had a Nibiru in hand, so I didn't want to ban. That was the only thing I had in hand, so I didn't want to banish it to draw.
You know, I just realized actually, I'm pretty sure this is a misplay on your part. So if you wanted to chain even more, you'd actually have to wait. So I don't know if you tried chaining after that.
No, you summon and...
Oh yeah, summon the Tyranno, and then I don't remember what I did.
I'm thinking on the summon of the Tyranno, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the thing is, you couldn't actually do something on summon the Tyranno. You'd have to do it in the response to the pill. Because it's an effect to summon and not an actual inherent summon.
Oh.
So I think this is a misplay on both our parts because we both didn't realize. Oh yeah, no, you changed it to Giant Rex. I think.
That was a 6th summon. But, yeah, it was a bit of a misplay because,
Oh, no, Misk. Yeah, Misk banished 4, and then you sat there and you thought for a moment. You chained Weather Washer, and then you chained Nibiru. Because I knew Nibiru was around this part.
Yeah, so Nibiru, the Misk is, protecting his 2 monsters, but I kind of just wanted to,
Token out
yeah.
of the way.
And then the reason I did the chain links like that is Nibiru is going to go off first, and then Weather Washer is going to special summon 2 of the Prank Kids.
Yeah, and so it was actually pretty good, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, you summoned a Bow Wow and a Dodo, right? And so I couldn't
Yeah.
beat him over.
Mm-hmm. and the token placement he's been doing are kind of weird for me.
Yeah, I've been doing like under the extra monster zones usually, or in the middle. But I usually like doing it under the extra monster zone because they can block some arrows.
I'm just thinking at this point.
Yeah. But I know for a fact that Nibiru comes after this. He'd like clarify. Sorry. That Misk banished 4 and then Chain Weather Washer, and he was thinking if he should do it now. And then at this point, he also forgot that Misk was protecting them because he got like really confused afterward. But that's one great thing about Misk is that it protects from Nibiru, which is a huge blowout for a deck like this if it actually resolves.
Yeah.
Because yes, you have things engraved for later, but it doesn't matter if you don't have like a Misk. So yeah, reading Misk, he's clarifying the first and second effect, but I'm pretty sure mostly the second effect, because like I said, I think you forgot. Battle, you read the first effect, and you thought because Nibiru tributed.
Yeah, that's what happened. It was a bit of a misplay. I took, like I said, and I think in a different video, I just came back after like 7 months, so it's a bit different now, so don't bash me.
Yeah, not too hard at least. He has very sensitive feelings. Okay, here's the Nibiru. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? So yeah, the Nibiru ends up being 15 attack and defense on my field, and I literally, I ended up having it, and I was going to use it for a Tyranno later, but that actually never ended up happening.
This is when I got screwed into, him not setting his monsters. But, yeah, I get the Nibiru out, and in hand, I have nothing, and that set is an Imperm.
Yeah, which he can now do because,
it's past the main phase.
Yeah.
So this is why I special off of the Weather Washer, because of the chain links, them pointing to each other, so the Bowas giving the Dodo an extra 1,000.
And also, I don't think it's that important, but right now I actually, I can't target monsters on the field with effects except for the token, because I have a token. Because Lost World actually works with all tokens and not just its own. And so if I have an Nibiru token, I can't target monsters on the field with card effects.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the token. Which I don't think I end up doing anything like that, otherwise I'd definitely point it out if it does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would have waited for the Logia to come out to Nibiru, it'd be a lot more painful. Because then he could imperm the Tyranno and I couldn't attack everything, and he'd have more plays for next turn. I probably would have only attacked like the Nibiru on field, because the other guys can't be destroyed by battle. So yeah, at least you'll know for next time, though.
So it's the Logia is the Speller Trap, right?
Yeah, the Logia is the Solemn Judgment, and the Dolka is the Double Strike.
Yeah, I would have killed the Logia, but still, my next... Well, I'll wait till it happens. I can't activate it, so...
Yeah, because if you would have activated it, I would have Logia negated, and you end up baiting the Logia out with it in the next turn anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Nibiru would have happened on the Logia, I would not only lose the Logia, so you have the Imperm, but you can Imperm. The Tyranno, I wouldn't have done nearly as much damage, and I probably would have just beat over the Nibiru. And you would have been able to survive, like, a lot longer.
I mean, we had a game before this, but it was some technical difficulties. It wasn't a very
lighting
good game.
issues and stuff. The
It
lighting's not that great in here either, but it was too dark, and the angle wasn't very good on the camera.
Yeah, it wasn't too good of a game either. We both bricked, so it was
He
kind of...
definitely would have had it in the bag, though, because he actually, once he top decks, like, a single Prank Kids monster, then it kind of sets him up for, like, the entire long run.
Yeah.
So, right here, I know he activates the Imperm after reading Logia. Like,
no,
after
so...
drawing...
I don't think he knew this, but for turn, I drew another Imperm, so it was kind of rough.
And then, I know you use Dodo, Tribute, add Pandemonium, and something else. Yeah, there's the
I had a
Imperm.
Pandemonium and a Lampsies.
Yeah, I ended up negating with Logia instead of allowing it to happen, because I wanted to get the stuff engraved for next turn, potentially, because it was a Giant Rex and a Miss, which is, like, a great combo.
Activate the Dodo here to add back the Lampsies and the Pandemonium.
Was it a Lampsies? Yeah, because you wanted to burn me. Yeah, this wasn't the game where I was down to 100. We were actually playtesting before we even started recording, and he got me down to 100 life points, and I actually almost managed to clutch it. but unfortunately I couldn't because I think I misplayed or I forgot
No,
about
yeah,
a
you
card
hit
effect.
you hit the Rip Roaring, and then I got a Battle Butler and killed everything.
Yeah. Because I had a 7,000 attack Tyranno off of Dugaris, and he had a Phoenix and a Rip Roaring Restaurant Field, and I should have attacked the Phoenix first. I could have done more damage.
I was still alive. I had 10,000 though. Because
Yeah, he had
this deck can get
10,000.
you up to a lot of life points.
Yeah, so there goes the Lampsies and the Pandemonium back. Or was it a Fansies actually?
Oh, it might have been actually.
I don't remember exactly. I wasn't paying attention there. I was too busy talking about the 100 life point fiasco. I want to adjust myself in this chair. Okay, so I think we're clarifying a few things. I don't remember exactly what. But he has the Bow Wow, and then I know he has the Pandemonium and the guy in hand. So I know he goes into the Rocket right here.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, though. Because like your hand was like really weird, so
Yeah.
you're trying to think of exactly how you should play it out. So yeah, it was a Lampsies. Bow Wow and Lampsies.
And as soon as I get the Rocket right out, it gets booked. So it's kind of
Yeah.
rough.
He activated the
Lampsies.
Lampsies engrave, and then I chained Tyranno, and so he actually ends up scooping right here. But the thing is, I actually wouldn't have flipped the Rocket right face down, because I would have ended up using Lost World to protect the token, and then destroy a baby in my deck, summon an Overraptor, and like search a Misk. Wait, actually, no, I think all my Misks were gone. I would have like searched like another Tyranno or something.
I probably could have kept going here because I could have went into the Lampsey still would have went off, and
Yeah.
I could have went to a Meow Meow, kept going, but
Well, yeah, that's like honestly, I still wouldn't have booked it though. So you actually would have had the other two materials. I had no negates, so you could have honestly potentially full comboed here. Because if you would have somehow made a Battle Butler, like
Yeah.
you draw like a Thunder Dragon Fusion or something, or if you had the Anaconda on you, then you could have sent it like that. And then if you
And
had the life points, I don't know if you had the life points.
yeah, I was mainly hoping that I would draw something really good this next game because Dinos aren't very good going first, especially with his build running so many hand traps for going second.
And
So
I also main deck the Dark Ruler no more, so that's why I actually end up siding out for Ghost Ogres here. Because Ghost Ogre is like probably the best side deck hand trap I have against Prank Kids other than Droll. And I didn't want to do Droll just in case. And I know the second game is actually, yeah, it's a lot shorter, but it's like a lot more interesting, in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was another Nibiru play at a point and everything. And yeah, honestly, so while we're waiting for side decking and everything, what do you think are some good matchups in the current meta for Prank Kids?
Let's see. Well, it depends on the draws for dinos. Like, because the miss kind of hurts the deck, but like if you hit the baby, it's good for that. And a lot of some of the control decks right now, you know, you have the Ripper and Rooster, another Harpy's Feather Duster.
The Dogmatica matchup, honestly, I think is insane.
Potentially 2 Harpy's Feather Dusters using the Meow Meow Grave. And then, trying to think of what I went against on Friday. Where I won. 'Cause I know I won against Dinos and Dragon Maids, but I can't remember what else I won against.
What do you think the Dragon Link matchup would be like?
Well, depending on who goes first, it's totally different because if they go first and they have that many negates, it's a total blowout. But if I go first and I Raigeki the right stuff and have potentially 2 Raigekis, I think it could be a good matchup, but it just depends on the draws. At this point, I am imperm the
Overraptor.
and then he chains Misk.
Yeah,
so.
actually, for once, going first, I drew a decent hand. A lot of the times, the day before recording this when we were at locals, I actually ended up bricking a lot when I was forced to go first. I draw like a bunch of hand traps and stuff, or Dark Rulers if I forgot to side them out. But this is actually a really good hand. So, banish the Misk here. I had to think of where I wanted to put my banish zone. And so I can summon my Archosaur. And then Archosaur, I think I might have had a baby in hand. Yeah, I did. Right there. I searched it off the Overraptor, yeah.
Well, in a little bit, you're going to see how badly I break this game. So we'll just wait for
Oh,
that.
yeah, he shows the camera. So yeah, I was thinking in my head that I had full baby combo here, and so I searched the pill, Archosaur summon another Misk, and then I know I go into the Linkuriboh Secure Garden to play here with the Archosaur, which, if you guys don't know, that's actually to get an extra non-Dino engrave, and that's why you'll see a lot, if not all, of Dino players playing at least 1 or 2 Secure Gardener. I play 2 and 2. Yeah, there's the Linkuriboh, and then here comes the Secure Gardener, and then I stopped to think for a minute. With my rank 4 play, should I go for a Dolka or a Dweller? And I end up going for a Dweller, which is unfortunate because,
It was the 5th summon.
yeah, that was the 5th summon, and he actually had another Nibiru in hand. And so if I would have summoned a Dolka, I would have had at least 1 monster negate and the bodies on board. And so I end up actually still getting a Tyranno, though. I remember that. A Tyranno and then something else.
At this point, I'm just confirming 5 summons and then throw the Nibiru down.
So yeah, here goes the Misk. And the Dweller, all that crap. Wait a second, let me think here. Do I actually end up accidentally cheating? I have to think now. Wait a minute. Past me, please don't use Misk Effect. I was thinking about Misk Effect. Oh no, the other body I had on board was the token. Never mind. For a second I thought that I had used Misk to like summon a baby or something. So yeah, activate Pill, banishing Linkuriboh and Oviraptor. Because I always like keeping the Archosaur engraved because I only have 1 and I might need it later off of Oviraptor's effect. And so I summon the Tyranno in defense. And I think right there I pass.
So in a little bit, I'm going to actually show you guys my hand, and you guys will understand on why. I think I draw Imperm for turn here.
Yeah, I think it was too. Remember, you're telling me not to look at the camera so you could show all the viewers your hand.
Yeah. That was an Imperm right there, and I'm about to show you guys what I drew. Or I think I show the camera when I pass it back to you.
Yeah, I know for a fact I have a Dogoron in hand. And probably something else. I think it might be... yeah, it's the other Tyranno, I think. Because I had an actual Tyranno as well. And I was thinking of going into the second one as well, but I didn't want to like get my board wiped and then not have Tyrannos.
Oh yeah, at this point I attack over the token, just so...
Yeah, there's no point in me keeping the token. And he'd take more damage if he kept it in defense and I attacked over it and used effect. So I draw into Extravagance, maybe? Or Fossil Dig? I don't remember exactly. Or is it Lost World? I know it's a spell. But I don't remember exactly. I think it's Extravagance. I'm going to activate it here in a sec. I know for a fact I don't just keep it in my hand. Standby. Oh yeah, we're talking about, so we know that's an Imperm. We're talking about how Misk would not protect Tyranno if he Imperms in Standby, even if I activate Misk later, and so he ends up Misking the first Tyranno.
Or Imperming the first Tyranno.
Yeah, Imperming, my bad. And then... okay, yeah, it is Extravagance, I was right. And then I know I end up drawing into like a pretty good combo here. Off of the Extravagance. This was like a really weird shuffle. Like, you cut really weird.
Yeah, I messed up, something fell down.
So there's the 6. My bad. I think I banished the Dolka here, and I got a bit salty about that, because I only have the 1 Dolka right now. Because I'm trying to get a second one, but I don't want to buy it online.
You draw into a Fossil Dig and I think a Oviraptor?
Maybe. It might have been a Lost World. I'm pretty sure I had Lost World both games at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. Man, I wish that Destroyer Saurus card searched Lost World instead of Jurassic World. Because there's a dinosaur card, actually. It's a secret rare. I have like 2 of it. And it says you can discard this card to add a Jurassic World. And at first I thought it said Lost World. And I'm like, why are people not playing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really good. So yeah, Fossil Dig, search the Oviraptor. Normally Oviraptor. And search... do I search a Misk here? Or do I send something? Yeah, send the Giant Rex. I think I already had the Misk in hand.
This is when I showed the viewers
Yeah.
three
I
different
think you messed the
fusions. So
camera up out of focus though at one point.
I was trying to, you
Yeah.
know, I I had it backwards. I was looking at the screen and
All the fusion spells, man, that's really rough.
no prank kids either. I drew a Poly, a Thunder Dragon Fusion, and a Pandemonium. I mean, I could have set the Thunder Dragon Fusion for a bluff, but I mean,
It's actually really hard for you to brick though, considering that you have 16 different ways to start your combo.
yeah.
Technically, like 18 if you count the 2 pranks, but then again, you don't really get any effects off of that. So I end up using Misk, banishing stuff. I summon another Overraptor because I'm out of level 4s. Because all my Misks are used. I use Giant Rex, summon itself back. And then here's when I go into Galaxy Brain because I said I had game here, and I think you doubted me here. But I ended up going into Dugaris Pentastag because I had the other Tyranno in hand. I remember that. I had Tyranno and Dogoron. And so here's the Dugaris. And then I use the Impermed Tyranno and the Overraptor to go into the Pentastag. Which was like, I don't know, I'd say it's a pretty good play. Because I know he has no way to stop me here in his hand because it's just the fusion spells and stuff. And so there's the Pentastag. I summon the other Tyranno right here. Yeah, this is where you were doubting me. It's just like, I don't think you have game. And then I just calmly banish things. Yeah, and then I had the Pteranodon in hand, too. Yeah, I used Tyranno, flipped with the Pteranodon, and then Pankratops and blow up card. So yeah, technically Nibiru was flip face down, but I'm pretty sure Pankratops targets cards, not face up cards, so we just weren't paying much attention.
Yeah, I knew I was dead here.
Yeah, Dugaris, double the attack of Tyranno. Yeah, even if Nibiru wasn't flip face down and I couldn't like kill it with the Pankratops, I would have had game here.
I feel like this matchup is just basically whoever draws better. I'll just basically show them now my hand. And my opening hand was a Nibiru, a Imperm, and the 3 fusions. And then I drew the Imperm for
Yeah, the
turn.
focus went out of whack like really bad here.
And then the next draw would have been a field spell, so
That would have been a lot better.
yeah.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's actually really rare for a hand like that to happen.
Yeah.
Especially once you get the ratios settled. I think I gotta get my own ratios settled, but then again, I don't know exactly what my ratios should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's another reminder of the hand. And then we're sorting all of our things out. But yeah, even though... Oh, excuse me. Both games were losses for Prank Kids, I definitely wouldn't sleep on Prank Kids. Like, they're still a really interesting deck, and they're still really powerful. Like, Double Regeki hurts really bad. And in the first game, I'm pretty sure if he would have kept going, he could have managed to get me in a situation that I couldn't get out of.
And I think this is like the first time you actually beat me in like a couple of games too. As soon as we get on camera.
Yeah, because last night we did like one play test at home, and you won.
And we did one at the shop.
Yeah, 1 or 2 at the shop.
And then
you
the one before the
he
video.
was going to win.
Yeah, the one before the video, I won. The playtest before the video, and then the technical difficulty video, I would have won too. So I mean, it was just kind of like bad luck. But I mean,
Yeah, it really depends on what both of us draw, who goes first, all that. Because this is the first time I haven't played going first deck in a while, and so while I love going second decks more, it's just I need to adjust myself a bit more to it.
yeah,
But, well, as you can see here, I believe I end up going for the handshake, but unfortunately, you seem to have a response, and you think for a minute once I get all my stuff sorted out. But, yeah, so that ended up being the Dinosaur versus Prank Kids matchup. Again, just because Dinosaur won both times, you gotta think Dinosaur's a tier 1 deck, and also the hand second game was really bad. And, yeah, that's gonna have to do it for the video. You got anything else you want to say to the viewers before we go?
you're gonna see more of me. You're gonna see more Prank Kids. You're gonna see more dinos. Just be ready for all that. Anyways, Team Aurora
Signing out.